Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and Drags, across our beloved empire. Welcome to YouTube's favorite show, Well or Fail. And my goodness, now more than ever in Galaxy of Heroes, is that turning out to be the motto? Now, thank you. All right. You thought the first season of Datacrons are pretty nuts? Well, CG says, hold my beer! Are you tired of maybe being only 10 or 20 speed faster than your opponent? Be honest, comment down below. I totally understand. What if I told you CG and their infinite triple B wisdom decided now for the low cost of, I don't know, $500,000. But don't look into the numbers, just keep on wailing and spending. You can get plus 25% turn meter on your team. That's right, guys. If you don't believe me, zoom it on in. Enduring Codex is here in Galaxy of Heroes. And, one thing that maybe be a couple relics behind. Now you might be 25% turn meter behind. So you know that feeling when you accidentally left the team preloaded. Now imagine that for every battle. For the first time you go in, get wrecked. We have a lot to talk about today. There will be a rant in regards to the second season of Datacrons, but I'm gonna provide value and information for you guys because I don't want to make just ranting videos here. I want to make sure I provide some helpful insight, feedback, and more importantly, how am I going about Datacrons? Because now with packs in the game, which we will talk about, I told you guys, I don't want to spend physical money on this stuff. So how am I going about it? And what does it look like when you actually are maxing out the shipments? And now it's looking like it's probably going to cost like $300 a week, or $200 a week, or something like that to clean out the shipments. And we'll show you what the results are looking like. So let's bring them on over here. Let's start off with the helpful stuff first before I go on a rant and how I just have like this dead feeling when I look at the new generation of Datacrons. It's not like the first ones were easy peasy. They were already monstrous for the game. I just can't quite understand who thought they just give 25% turn meter to all these teams out there. The most important thing in a turn-based game is getting more turns, and that's turn meter. There are so many turn meter based things in this season of Datacrons, and let me provide you the first bit of helpful stuff before I talk about my first month feeling and showing you some of the other Datacron shenanigans going on in the game. I am updating my Datacron spreadsheet for this new season. It'll be probably completely done later on today, tomorrow for sure. Boy. I'm losing words, guys. I'm getting speechless here talking about these Datacrons. I'm trying to be happy, and the cool thing about it is it's fun watching me get wrecked by some of this stuff here and just laughing together at the genius of these Datacrons here. So here's my spreadsheet. We were working on it. Just like, for example, here's a good example. This season of Datacrons Enduring Codex is all Jedi and Rebel based and light side. No love for dark side this time around. So my free-to-play account, because it's only Empire and First Order based things here. But for example, even these hybrid teams, you're gonna see some monstrous things. Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, Starkiller. Man, Old Ben's gonna be gnarly on this team because remember, you need a Jedi on the team, and he already pre-taunts and all this other fun stuff because of Starkiller. Now imagine if Old Ben had 25% turn meter, and I'm gonna help you do some math because it's time to refresh on your, Calculus 5000 to play this game. A game that's you're supposed to sit on a toilet and play. Is getting more complicated for the average person. And when I did meetups in the past and stuff like that, or met people online, it's crazy how people don't even embrace mods because sometimes it's overcomplicated. They just want to collect the heroes. At the end of the day, all this other stuff is just extra monetary stuff. But let's roll through a few examples of how this will work. Let's pull up Old Ben really quick here. Where's my boy? Old Ben's getting a lot of love here, and I will show you a couple other examples here. So Old Ben, where is he at? Old Ben, there you go. You don't need to be shy on me. So Old Ben right now, 279 speed. Now keep in mind, Starkiller, ooh, it's 70 speed, right? Let's just double check, just so we're not missing the mark here with this calculation here. So Starkiller, with there's much conflict in you, you're getting 35 speed before Omicron, 35 speed after Omicron. So you're getting a whopping 70 speed with Starkiller already. What you thought would have been nice. Dead wrong, Chief. We can go even farther with 25% preloaded turn meter. So let's go ahead and pull up our Old Ben again. Old Ben has 279 speed. So let me run through the math. This is kind of important. I know I'm being funny and joking around, but this is really important. So when you're going to battle, and maybe like me, you're going to get matched with a lot of people with more of these second season level 3 light side, 25% turn meter Datacron. Here's how you do the math for calculating preloaded turn meter on a team like BB8 or whatever, Kyle Katarn, something of that sort. So 279 plus the Star Killer 70. So Old Ben's already 349, which is pretty darn fast if you think about it for a tank. But CJ's like, no. We can up the ante a little bit. The way you do it, since it's 25% turn meter, basically you're going to take that speed and divide it by 1 minus the decimal of the percentage of turn meter. So 25% is 0.25. So the calculation is 1 minus 0.25, which equals 0.75. So we're going to divide that by 0.75. Old Ben is going to be 465 speed. Faster than Mara Jade, most likely. And what does that mean? He can open up with the magic hand thing, get a mind trick, lock down your team. You should have gotten the Datacrons. You messed up, Yamanashi. Get out of here. This is where things are going to get nuts. And that's only one example. Jedi Master Luke is getting a huge boost of viability this time around here. And let's take already galactic level legend speed 529. He gets 40 from the lead here. You're going to divide that by the 0.75. Jedi Master Luke is now Ultra Galactic Legend, opening up at 758 speed. Let that settle in there. Preloaded Galactic Legend turn meter. Yike-a-roonies. And keep in mind as well, he's going to feed even more turn meter at the beginning with 20% turn meter. Now this won't, don't worry about Jedi Master Kenobi. Jedi Master Kenobi cannot get turn meter, so it won't affect teams like that or Padme Amidala base teams. But, you know, you can kind of speculate how this would be great for Captain Rex. Heck, Dash Rendar. Dash Rendar is already pretty darn fast. I think mine is like 360, so 382. So 382 divided by 0.75. My Dash Rendar, if I had this for all my teams, would be 509. So that's almost a Galactic Legend right there for the most part. And you know, the problem is the way we used to counter teams, like Gideon would be kind of the way to kind of pull back Dash, kind of bring him back to our level. Gideon's not going to outrun that. It's getting weird. Datacrons are getting really weird for Galaxy of Heroes here. So first, I hope I provided some value with all my shenanigans here. Calculating the speed for this upcoming season, because I'm telling you, you're going to learn more math playing Galaxy Heroes than going to university. And this is speaking from personal experience right here. All the calculus and all the economic statistics, you know, I've learned more playing Galaxy of Heroes at the end of the day here. So hopefully the spreadsheet in this will provide the value aspect of this. And again, trying to help us navigate our way through this here. I'm very lucky to be in a good guild. Like I told my guilds, like, you know, guys, I don't want to be spending all this money on this stuff. And it's funny because I know people give me flack because I do spend money. I want to just remind people that I am not the target demographic for the spender CGs look for. The game's made $1 billion. I spent $50,000 on the game over the course of 7 years, and that is a lot of money. But for me, you got to remember, I run things kind of like from a business and the perspective where it's already a tax write-off, and I make all the money back. Like we have these brand new $24.99 packs in the game right now. I know, amazing value. I could make 10 times more than that, so I would get my value back out of it. But here's the thing, I spend money not because I think the game deserves it, but because I want to spend it to help review stuff that's helpful for you guys. You know, new shit, we're going to test out the Raven's Claw in a couple hours from now. Yeah, you might not get it today, but it's going to be here several months from now when you might want to decide to go all in and farm it. With Datacrons, what am I going to buy this pack and review a couple of Datacron abilities that are going to be gone in 2 more months. You're spending $25, and we're already 1 month in the first Datacron cycle, more or less. These are going away sometime like early September, if you guys remember how this whole system works here. So I haven't been enjoying Datacrons. It's not a necessary component of the Galaxy of Heroes. So for me personally, you guys see where I'm at right now. The way I'm embracing Datacrons, oh boy, that's a bad word. Dealing with it. I don't embrace Datacrons. The way I'm dealing with them, I've already accepted that I'm going to be matched up a lot with people with more Datacrons. I've accepted that. But the way I've been dealing with it is, you know, I'm in a great guild, Territory War Guild. I'm also in a good spot with Conquest. I can get max crate. And then as I'm farming my feats, I go ahead and get the Datacon materials that I need. And of course, there's also the shipments. So basically, I don't want to spend physical dollars, at least right now. I just don't understand why I would want to, even from a customer perspective. But there are customers. The target customer CG's looking for is the spender that's not reviewing, but spending for personal pleasure. And they've somehow garnered $1 billion in doing so here. But for example, the shipments refresh, and you know, I'll buy the stuff with my Shard Shop currency, fine. And I'll also take a part of my crystal winnings from Grand Arena to maybe get some stuff. Like, for example, I didn't have enough to get to level 3 for the new stuff, but I spent, what was it, like 200 crystals of my Grand Arena winnings to get a level 3. And as you saw, I got the 25% turn meter. Is that going to make or break me? No, because as you'll see, there are people cleaning out these shipments, and to clean out this shipment now on a weekly basis, you're easily looking at, what is it, $200, $300 a week to clean this out, maybe a little bit less than that. So do I want to spend $1,000 a month for temporary power that's not even relevant for a product reviewer to share to you guys? Because the average person out there is not doing it. And the target customer that does want Datacrons, they don't need my opinion on it, because let's take a look at it. And before we check these out, I'm not putting any of these guys, this isn't a witch hunt or anything like that. It's just to show you what it looks like to spend money on the game. And these are people that probably don't make money playing the game. They're not reviewing, they're all of that stuff. They're not getting a return on investment or tax write-off like maybe I am. So this is the target demographic here. And if you do love Datacrons, these people we're going to check out here, awesome. More power to you. I think most don't, but I think because we do have a very small percentage of people spending this amount of money, I think CG's already made their money on Datacrons. I don't think they're making a lot of money off Datacrons, but I think they've already made their money back. This is lazy stuff. It's not hard, expensive to make this. So here's one example. Number one right now is maybe. Let's check out the Datacrons. This is what it looks like when you're cleaning out the shipments. Like, people are like, wow, you're wailing hard to get 3 level 9s. It's not hard to get 3 level 9s when you're in my position with using the resources and doing top end content. This is what it looks like, and I cannot explain how expensive this is here. So here's one example right there, just to make sure I'm being fair and even. Let's go to Sasha Aisha. I haven't played them in a hot minute here. Great person, great player here. Boy, what the heck? They can't even fix their game. What is going on here? I just want to... There we go. Okay, let's get on in here. Let's check out Sasha Aisha. Here's some Datacrons they have. Again, tons of level 9s, and as you see, they probably cleaned out the shipments. They already got a level 8, and they got a couple of level 3s already sitting in the bank. Aesop Rock, let's go check them out. What do we got here? Lots of level 9s, so you kind of see these are the people that are cleaning out the shipments and giving CG the couple thousands that they want in the game. I don't know. Let's go check out a few more folks here. For example, Fatal, here we go. They stream on Twitch here. Let's see what they're looking like. They have, let's see, couple of not as much. They got 5 level 9s, a lot of level 6s, level 3s, level 4s, and they're already working on Enduring Codex. So that is what it looks like when you're spending a good chunk of money on Datacrons right now in Galaxy Heroes. And just for me personally, the reason why I do spend on characters, Omicrons, Zetas, because those are long-standing items in game. And you know what? You might not get Qui-Gon Omicron when it first came out, but you might be getting Qui-Gon Omicron now. And you're like, all right, how good is this character? And you find the videos on it. That's what I like to do. I like to review stuff that's, you know, I think it's kind of fun, you know, to showcase the characters. And for you guys to make that decision, all right, is it worth going after X or Y or Z ship, unit, character inside of Galaxy Heroes? The Datacrons, yeah, I could probably make money doing it. I just feel like it's annoying in Grand Arena now that I'm not spending all this money on Datacrons. I don't see the value in it. You know, we're just gonna get matched up poorly, and it's gonna be annoying, but it's funny at least to see me rage and going up against all these crazy raid Datacrons and all these other ones that we're gonna be seeing here soon with a 25% turn meter. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, I'll probably still be able to hang out in Kyber 1. I've already shown the Kyber Club's one of the best players out there. Before all this stuff happened, we were consistently like top 10. Our highest rank was number 2 in Galaxy of Heroes. You know, that's just how it's gonna be. For those that are spending all that money, are you really getting that much more value being in, you know, the top 50 and you're spending all this stuff on Datacrons? You know, yeah, you might get more wins, but you're going to be also fighting people with lots of Datacrons, so you might get lots of losses too. So I don't know, because in Kyber 1, you're going to get pretty much the same payout more or less at the end of the season. But if you are winning all of your matches because of it, cool. Again, you know, if you're enjoying it, more power to I just, it's kind of at a point where I don't understand buying it. But I guess, again, I'm not the target customer at the end of the day. Anyways, I want to give a shout out to Pimpo. One more, I guess I should have provided this earlier. One more helpful piece of information to provide some value and not just a funny little rant on Datacrons here. Pimpo and I were chatting, and it's great to be in the guild I'm in now because they're not even pushing for Datacrons. They're like, hey guys, if you're not going to push for Datacrons, you're not going to lose your spot in a guild. And that's how I am. I'm not going to clean out the shipments. You know, if I could try to get 2 or 3 level 9s with what I'm doing without having to spend physical cash in the game, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm satisfied. But for example, this is again assuming you're a top end player, like somewhere in the Kyber, and you're also doing great inside of Fleet Arena here. And they're just kind of showing a rough daily budget of how things would work in this situation here. So I don't know if you want to, and if you need me to read it out to you, you guys can kind of see that yourself. Make a little screenshot. Just think what an ideal daily budget would look like in Galaxy of Heroes. So, you know, would you be able to clean out the shipments? Probably not. But basically, you know, they did the math. You could roughly get 28,000 crystals if you go 28 days going 2-1 in Grand Arena and taking first in Fleet Arena. I probably should add that in there in case you want to do a little screenshot of all this. Very helpful stuff that, you know, give you guys hope. And here's the thing too, I'll be honest, not every Datacron is good. That's the other problem too. You might be spending all this money on a dud of a Datacron. Something to keep in mind if you are someone spending all this money. And unfortunately, I don't know if I can be that person that reviews the Datacrons, at least in the current landscape of the environment. I don't see myself doing it unless people start loving Datacrons all of a sudden because they do something else. As it stands right now, I don't know if I'll be that hub to kind of show what an A-list occur Datacron, a Yoda one looks like, all the Jedi and Rebel compositions, because I just can't find the value in it, and I don't know if you guys will get the value out of it. But there you go. There's the full screenshot right there. If you want, I'll leave a copy and paste of this also in the video description down below, just to show you what it kind of looks like. And if you do this, you still have some crystals left over to go through the shipments and pick out the remaining stuff you need, which is what I'm doing. But overall, kind of what I said when I first saw Datacrons, simply because of the fact that it's going away. It's going to go away now in 2 months here. I don't see the value in spending physical cash on the game, if that makes sense, on these particular things. It's not going to be here forever, like Omicron, Zetas, characters, relics. Of course, all those things I just listed, there is a depreciation in their value. You know, Qui-Gon Omicron, you're kind of seeing it. Over time, it's going to lose value, but it's still there forever. It might jump up in viability randomly, and it doesn't have as steep of a depreciation as a 2-month item, which is Datacons inside a Galaxy of Heroes. So that's gonna wrap it up today. Hopefully I was able to provide you some useful information where I stand on how I'm going about Datacrons, and I'm kind of just getting speechless. I don't know if dead's the right word. Like, I look at this as like, I feel blank, I feel empty when I like, it's like, oh gosh, who thought 25% tomato for all the teams is a good idea? And we're probably gonna be experiencing lots of people, tons of turn meter boost teams, so it's going to feel like we're going up against a preloaded turn meter team every single time out there. So I'm going to end the conversation here, but you guys can keep it rolling. I'll see you guys later for the Ravens Claw testing. Give a like, comment down below, and all your thoughts. Let me know what you're feeling about the Datacrons. And I kind of know what you're going to say, but I know what also you're going to say, that it's great to be in the Empire today. I'll see you guys later.